Hey guys, DesolatorMagic here. The question on everybody's mind is...
Did this cereal just bench slap my baby?
Well, I don't have an answer for that one, but the second most asked question is, hey Des, what the hell ever happened with the Deck Fixer series? Well, first of all, I never got over the fact that I probably can't call it Deck Doctor because, there's multiple companies called that. Plus, I think I heard that another YouTuber already used that name for basically the exact same series. And if it's who I think I recall them saying it was, it probably sucked. But, I don't know. We'll just call it Deck Fixer, I guess. So, first of all, if you have a better name for it, leave it down in the comment section. I am desperate for a name that doesn't suck. Or if you just thought of a comically bad name for it, just meme it to death down in the comment section as well. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, or if you just didn't pay attention back then or whatever, I was going to do like, hey, this deck isn't working. I built it from scratch and it just won't win. It isn't consistent. It whatever. It's a bad match for this or whatever. Why doesn't it work? Because people would, constantly send me decks like that and I would never have time to review them because I work 2 jobs. Building or modifying or running mathematics in a deck is like multiple hours. That's why I really didn't want to do it. But tons of people were like, hey, why don't you do like a Deck Fixer Upper series or whatever? I just cannot say that sentence without also reminding everybody that I on and off work for a house flipping company. So actually I am pretty good at fixing decks and painting them and sanding them. Ooh, I'm really good with windowsills too, like paint removal and repainting. So anyway, I kept thinking, yeah, that actually does sound like a really good, helpful type of series. It's the logical progression after MTG Mistakes, which was, the best series ever. Plus, I've done breakdowns and, common deck building mistakes and that kind of thing, so why not move on to real-world scenarios? It's like when your math test moves on to word problems. And then you're always like, a human being would not be holding 247 apples. Okay, you lost me. Oh, Susie was pulling a cart full of 347 watermelons. No, she wasn't, unless Susie is the name of your draft horse. Anyway, the whole reason why I didn't get to the series was because, 1, I got really busy at work, and 2, it just got so close to rotation, I'm like, why? First of all, I did not want to run the series because building a deck was so hard with 9 sets being legal because you just quite literally had about double the cards to consider. And that ups the chance of me making a mistake or saying, oh, this would be the best edition. I would pull this and put this in. And somebody's like, nope, there's a card from BFZ that's better. You just didn't find it in the search because it was marked as colorless, even though it clearly takes, a different color mana to cast it. Seriously, Devoid did not work with the Gatherer website. It just didn't. You basically had to add colorless to everything to even see accurate results. I hated it. So now that there's only 5 sets legal, and 4 of them I've been playing with for quite a while, I'm more familiar. I could do a better job at assessing other decks because I'm terrible at assessing decks that I didn't build because I got to understand what they were going for and like what went wrong and what the point was and that kind of stuff. Plus, how could I say a deck was competitive in the meta when there was 10 to 15 unique decks that were all ranking consistently, the same, or, well, with each other at recent tournaments. I mean, basically, you could show up to a tournament with anything and win. I mean, it was wonderful. So now things have calmed down, they're simplified, and we're not going to have a rotation for a long, long, long time. So, let's revive it. And by revive it, I mean start it in the first place, because I never did. So, what I need from you guys, and I'm going to make this really, really, really clear because apparently I didn't last time and people kept screwing it up. I mean, that's on me though, for real. Send me a message, either a DM on Twitter because I have it open to everybody, not just people I follow, and, or YouTube, not and, that would be weird. To send a actual mail message or whatever on YouTube, you just have to go to my channel, just click on my name down there, and then click on About, and then Send Message. I know, that's not really where you would think it is. So send me, 1, the deck list, 2, what your intention with the deck was and why you wanted to build it, or just what it's supposed to do. Is it supposed to stall and then control and then drop out huge cards, or, because I might completely miss the intent and then just basically mod it so it's a different deck, and that would, not be the point. And then 3rd, add what isn't working about it. Like, what does it keep losing to? What does it keep not drawing? It'll be probably pretty apparent to me, but, you're the one actually playing with it. I could just sit there and play 50 games with it and be like, okay, this is what's wrong, but It's a little bit faster to just tell me what's wrong with the deck. You know, maybe it's just generally inconsistent. Maybe the draws just aren't there. Maybe the mana curve isn't there. Just whatever. I mean, you could be as general as you want with that. Like, just it won't win against anything remotely fast. You know, stuff like that is really easy to diagnose. I mean, if you already knew specifically what was wrong with the deck, you probably would have fixed it. So, just generally, it's kind of optional. Why isn't the deck working? That's mostly just to help with if I can't tell by looking at it. So once you got those 3 things, send it on over, and whatever one looks, well, fixable, basically, I'm going to select. It's not going to be, oh, play in favorites, or, oh, I liked your profile picture. Actually, I guarantee that'll be a factor. But on top of cute puppies and kittens in your profile picture, it's going to be like, you know, oh, this deck is beyond all hope. The card support just isn't there. You just can't do it. Like, I don't know, a mill deck. Like, oh, I can't get out Fraying Sanity. Well, welcome to mill decks. There's only 4 of them. There's no redundancy. There's nothing you can do. I mean, even Mirage Mirror can't pull your way out of that, and there's no way to fetch it from your deck anymore. So yes, it doesn't work. You're right. The end. There's no fixing it. But the first, like, couple fixable decks, absolutely going to be videos, guaranteed. And I only had, like, boy, maybe 10 submissions last time, so your odds are pretty good. Oh, also specify if you want to be anonymous or if you have a specific nickname other than your YouTube name, or if you have a YouTube channel you want me to shout out or whatever, that's cool. Just whatever you want me to call you, or if you want to remain anonymous. And really specify it if you want to remain anonymous, or I'm gonna, like, say whatever name seems to be in your email. I mean, I'm not saying first and last names regardless, but, you know, I might give them your Twitter handle or whatever. So this should be a pretty awesome series. If it sounds exciting to you, good, it should be. Hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss it in the future. And hopefully you guys are slightly less sick than I am because I ate way too much food, on top of me having a quirky digestive system. But for real, it used to be, like, wedge bad, and over the last couple years, it's been getting, like, way more stable and, like, calming down. So I sure as hell haven't improved my diet, so it's not that. But you send that much food in that kind of quantity down into my stomach, oh, it's gonna get wrong real quick. So thanks in advance for the submissions, and I'll see you guys next video.